Moving on to our feature story tonight, and around 90,000 Australians have Parkinson's disease, and tonight we focus on the potential for cutting-edge surgery to make a difference.
We've been together for 43 years, or 41 years married.
I've got 3 children, 2 boys and a girl, and then 3 grandchildren, and I'm hoping to get some more grandchildren, but that hasn't eventuated yet.
Pam Crosthwaite has Parkinson's disease, a brain disorder that only ever gets worse.
I am already deteriorating now, so I don't think I've got any good years left.
10 years ago, at just 55, the trained nurse began to see symptoms that worried her. So she saw a neurologist.
Who just marched me up and down and tested my reflexes and said it's Parkinson. Then I got depressed, was more or less feeling suicidal, trying to work out the best way of finishing it all.
In the final stages of the disease, sufferers lose their balance and are unable to walk.
You sort of didn't know what the future was going to hold, and I didn't want Donald burdened with having to look after me when I got really bad.
Each part of the brain has its own electrical signal. When all areas are working well, it's like a finely tuned engine. But with Parkinson's, the part that makes dopamine begins to die. Dopamine acts like the brain's engine oil, helping to keep movement smooth. Without it, the brain misfires, leading to stiffness, pain and tremors.
When I go to the football, you go ballistic. You're having movements everywhere and you're nearly knocking the person next door and poking them in the eye with your portable wireless.
We just had to take a positive attitude. There were things worse in life than what she had, and she was going to have 5 or 6 years, so let's make the most of those.
But this past year has seen Pam decline sharply. Her medication has become less effective, so she's chosen to have brain surgery.
You're looking forward to me having all my hair shaved off, Dick?
Oh, I am indeed.
I'm going to look really pretty then.
You will.
Deep brain stimulation is the frontier of neurosurgery. A pacemaker on the chest sends electricity deep into the brain to the part that controls movement.
We know that if we put these leads in and send a little buzz there, that we affect that function.
I won't have the stiffness, I won't have the movements, and I won't have the pain.
While it's not a cure, it can restore quality of life, but it's not without its risks. There's around a 5% chance of stroke or infection and a 1 in 5 chance that there'll be unwanted side effects. But Pam doesn't think she has any other choice.
Within 12 months I wouldn't be driving. My balance would start to be affected. I'd be needing help probably with showering and dressing because I'd be getting stiffer.
It's the night before the operation, and Peter McNeill has come to fit Pam for the surgery.
So this is what we're going to put on top of your head?
Yeah, that looks just lovely.
Good.
She'll be awake for most of the 5-hour operation.
Good. I'm happy with that. So tomorrow morning we'll put the frame on your head under the local anaesthetic, and then a lot of things will be happening that you won't be aware of.
It's 2 hours into the operation. Pam is awake as a surgical team of 7 operates around her.
We've got this test electrode in your brain now. We're hearing the cells in this area now. You can hear that little crackle in the background. I'm just going to move your hand a little bit, you relax. Seeing if the cells respond to movement. They sometimes do, but not always.
The surgical team have sent a probe deep into Pam's brain.
We've got through 5 millimetres of this nucleus.
Very good.
What we say here is we've skewered the little peanut. You tell us if you feel any pins and needles or tingling. We're deliberately turning the current up to see what's around it. Look to the left, look to the right, left. 4. No tingling. Make it 5 milliamp. There's a rare risk in putting these probes into the brain that you can hit a blood vessel and cause a bruise.
Yeah, I feel a bit funny now.
Just feel a bit strange, do you?
Yeah.
Your speech getting a bit thick, do you think?
Yeah, I think it is.
Brain surgery's a bit scary. It's unknown.
Count to 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
But a life-threatening event or something where she's left worse off is a possibility here.
After the break, Pam's battle continues. Will the result be worth the effort? You're watching The Project.
My fate, straight from Welcome back to the project.
Before the break, we met 65-year-old Pam Crosthwaite. Pam is having cutting-edge surgery to halt the symptoms of Parkinson's and give her a new lease on life.
Just feel a bit strange, do you?
Yeah.
No tingling?
Pam Crosthwaite is coming to the end of a 5-hour operation to implant a pacemaker that will send electricity shooting into her brain.
We've gone down with a test probe and gone through a good 5 millimetres, which means we're right in the middle of the nucleus. We're right where we want to be.
If all goes well, Pam will be able to move better without the pain or stiffness she usually has.
She seems to feel better, she's looser, and we're not getting any troublesome side effects. So on our first pass, we found the sweet spot.
The surgery seems to have gone well, and 1 week later, Pam has come to see if it's actually worked. Without medication, she has no tremors, but she's very stiff and can hardly move. That's where the implant comes in.
All right, so we place this over the device in your chest wall. So can you just open and shut that hand for me? So it's quite slow and stiff.
Stiff at the moment, yeah.
As Don watches on, electricity is pulsed into Pam's brain.
Feeling a bit funny in the head.
A bit woozy.
Yeah, a bit woozy.
Just give it a minute. Say the days of the week for us.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
After a tense moment, Pam's brain adjusts and her joints loosen up.
That feels miles better. That's a real miracle, Richard.
Oh, that's good.
There's a looseness there when you...
Yeah, it's not stiff. I feel I can walk freely and think freely, and I don't feel that agitation and anxiety that I had with the Parkinson's all the time.
She will remain better off in some respects, but other problems will build up.
That's because even cutting-edge surgery can't stop Parkinson's altogether. Pam will get worse over time, but that's something that she and Don aren't thinking about just yet.
Well, I'm hoping that I'm going to have 10 good years now with this surgery that I wouldn't have had.
We're going to be able to do things that we were probably hesitating not to do.
I'm feeling as if I've been given some freedom, and hopefully I'm going to have a new life.
How amazing are our doctors? Incredible.
A massive thank you to Pam and Don for sharing that story with us, and to the doctors and to all the nerdy kids that grew up to be doctors that figured that stuff out. That's so important, and you change lives, and that's amazing stuff. And the story keeps going. As if recovering from surgery wasn't enough, Pam is also walking 4 kilometres for the annual Parkinson's Walk in Melbourne next week.